Promoter and the Pro. Episode 5.
Shit, that's come around fast.
Going along nicely. Before we go, how was Cirque du Soleil?
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. I had the best seats you could possibly get in the whole building too. We were the very front AA. So like the whole like whenever they had like a thing where they came and stood at the front, It was right in front of us.
All right.
It was incredible. There was a contortionist and he was able to bend like right around, his butt was touching his head. It was creepy, but amazing.
Very good. Anyway, what are we talking about today? We've got a couple of things. First of all, before we go on, let's just talk the ICN Universe.
Yes.
Was on the weekend, and you had a client.
Yes, Sean Weiss.
Sean Weiss from Adelaide. So he went over to Korea. Second time he's been over
South Korea.
South Korea.
Yeah, South Korea.
South Korea.
Well, you wouldn't want to go to the north.
No.
No, come compete in the north. No. Yeah, he did great.
Yeah. So, and he won a division.
Yep.
Got his pro card. Did he place in any other divisions or?
I did see he got a 5th, I think, in Classic in one of the divisions that he was in, but it wasn't hard to see any like pictures and streaming of the show. Yeah. So I got little snippets that I was able to see.
Yeah. So, and he's one of your clients.
Yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations. So another pro card.
Another pro card.
Yeah.
Add to the list.
You could be called the Pro Creator.
Pro Creator. Oh. Please no. Let's not let that
So
stick.
anyway, congratulations to Sean. Well done, mate. It's a big step to travel overseas like he did. And he travels by himself, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the second time he's been to South Korea to compete.
Yeah, and by himself.
Last time he was so close to winning. And this time, he pulled it out somewhere.
Yeah, well done. And some of the standard, like we were just talking before, was crazy.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Watching the live stream parts that I could find was, those people over there are nuts.
Yeah, I know. But it is the universe, so it's the pinnacle. So it's going to be the best of the best out of all the countries. I did see a few of the, I think an Iranian won the overall bodybuilding.
Oh, wow.
Or classic, one of the divisions. I saw a picture of him. He looked really good. But yeah, the standard from some of and those Korean guys and girls. Oh, crazy.
Yeah. Calves, amazing calves.
Crazy good.
Yes.
So I mean that's obviously the pinnacle of ICN. So you can start at city level, go to state level, you go to national level, and then you can go to the world level at the universe. And that was the universe titles in season A, and in season B in November, first weekend. Is it in November? I think.
Yeah, the first weekend in November.
This year is the world titles in Canberra.
Yes, for the first time in Canberra.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's going to be a biannual event. So it's going to be every 2 years it's going to be back in Canberra.
Yeah, cool.
So in 2025 it's going to move out of Australia somewhere, and then in 2026 it's going to be back again.
It was Italy last year, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. So I'm not sure. I think it'll go to a European country. But So congratulations to Sean. Well done, mate. And speaking of pros, let's talk a little bit about pro cards.
Everyone wants one.
Everybody wants a pro card.
Which is fair, like, it's valid. Like,
that's right.
You compete in something, natural progression. You want to be at the best of it you can possibly be, being competitive within it. You eventually want to get your pro card.
That's right.
Eventually.
Yeah. I did see one quote, and which sort of brought us to this topic, was I saw someone put up a quote about pro cards. And, there's consequences to pro cards as well,
Yes.
And one of the main ones is that you are now moving from the amateurs into a division that is full of people who could have been in that division for a long time, like long-time seasoned pros, the best of the best, and that you're pretty much then going to start way back at the bottom of the rung again.
Yeah, welcome back to the bottom.
That's right.
Yeah. Small fish, big pond.
Yeah. And like you said, it's fine. Strive to become a pro. Mm-hmm. But I think people are rushing to become pros.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not then enjoying the rest of that bodybuilding journey. I think that bodybuilding journey to become a pro is most probably more important than the actual pro card.
Yeah. On that, not just getting a pro card, it's also a lot of people just want, the first time they compete, I want a sword, I want the overall win.
Yeah.
Which, again, yeah, we all want to be the best that we possibly can. But having too much pressure on yourself that like, oh, if I don't win a sword, I'm not good enough. If I don't get my pro card, then I'm just going to pack it in and start taking steroids and get bigger and start again back at the bottom of the the pool.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. And the other thing, it can be deflating. Oh, I've got my pro card. Now what?
Oh, yeah.
And we've seen cases many times of people who've got their pro card and then they virtually disappeared off the scene. I know many a competitor who've got their pro card who I don't even know if they're training anymore. I don't even see them around. I don't see them on social media doing anything, and they virtually disappeared.
I've had 7 clients, myself and Michelle, we were coaching together. We've had 7 people become pros with us. Only 2 of them I've ever seen compete then in the pro leagues.
Yeah.
2. Out of 7.
That's right. And yeah, we were talking about it before that we know not just clients of yours, but generally in South Australia, there is a lot of pros and there's only 2 or 3 maybe that have competed as a pro.
Yeah.
And the rest, like I said, have just fallen off the scene.
You don't even see them on social media anymore. You don't see nothing.
Yeah.
Which I guess is good because then maybe they'll come out of the woodwork at one point. And
well, I hope so. They're doing that work somewhere behind the scenes and they're going to come out and just totally shock everyone.
That would be great.
But you have to remember that once you become a pro, one of the major consequences you have to face is that you'll most likely never compete at home in front of your family again.
Yep.
You know, because you'll only be able to compete in pro shows, which are held at our 2 national events in Season A and Season B, or then do what like Sean does and travel overseas to compete.
Yeah.
You know? The opportunity to compete as a pro is there. There's many shows around Australia and around the world that ICN do, but locally, you're pretty much your days of competing in front of your family and friends are gone.
Yeah.
And if you're a first-time competitor, I think that's where this loving that journey to the pro card, I think, is more important.
Totally.
You know? Go through the steps, you know, maybe win a national title, maybe even win an amateur world title. Mm-hmm. Then you truly think that, all right, well, out of all the amateurs, I'm one of the best, and then you know you're going to do well on a pro stage.
Yeah. You know who was really good about that whole process, who did exactly what you just said, was Scott Nelson.
That's right.
He was offered his pro card by winning the state show and won the overall, and he turned it down because he's right. Like, I don't deserve this yet because I want to win it at a national event and I want to make sure that I win an amateur overall, and then I want to progress from that.
Yeah. Sean Schreiber was the same.
Yeah.
Yep. He also turned it down and said, no, I want to win a national title because I know if I've won a national title, well, then I may be worthy of being a pro.
Yep.
Yep. But that happens now. Like the only way to get an ICN Pro card is through a national event. Mm-hmm. But again, we see so many people who first contest is the state titles. Mm-hmm. They win, deservedly so. They go through, they win a height open division at the nationals, and then they become a pro. So basically,
and then they ghost the sport forever.
In 4 weeks' time, they've gone to the pinnacle, and then we lose a lot of these people. Yeah. So, you know, striving for a pro card, it's a good thing, but getting it, just think about the consequences of what we just spoke about.
Yeah, look, I'm fortunate that we're friends, and when I was competing last year, I said, hey, Kim, could I do a guest pose?
Yep.
And then you're like, yeah. So at least that way then, sure, I'm not competing here and showing the competitiveness, but I still got to display my physique for my friends and family and people here in our town. And that was a nice, memorable experience. And that was great. But
and it was good, and the crowd really got into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they loved it.
But if more of the pros that are here were doing the same thing and competing, then you could have like a small... Like, it doesn't have to be super judged, but it could be like, these are the pros from here in SA that are now going to the nationals, and there's lots of them.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being like the one and done.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. We can call that an episode, done and dusted. Before we go, just if you are a pro in South Australia and you are planning on competing.
All of Australia.
Let me know. Let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know, and we can make a big deal of it, you know, especially in that week leading up to the nationals. You know?
Yes. Yeah, it's nice doing that little trial run too anyway.
That's right. Exactly right. Yeah.
Dust off the cobwebs.
Yep. So no, definitely we can work something out, and be good to have you on stage here so that your family and friends can see you.
Yeah.
Excellent. Before we go, just don't forget, ICN competitors for Season B, we are running our Get Stage Ready seminar on July the 7th. You can find all the details on the ICN South Australia social media pages. So check it out. July the 7th at Energetic Capacity, 1 p.m. So everything to do with competing in Season B, getting ready, division criteria, judging guidelines, everything will be talked about on that day. So if you're thinking of competing, especially for the first time, this is a must seminar that you must to come. It's all free, goes for about 2 hours.
Yep.
Beautiful.
16 weeks left until the show.
16 weeks, just gone yesterday.
Wicked.
Yeah, it's going to be here before we know it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week. See you later.